Alright, it looks like we got into Banished Cells 2. This is one of the beginner dungeons, Banished Cells and Banished Cells 2. Kind of the easier ones to do. Number 2, slightly harder when doing the hard mode condition, which you will see. Okay, we're in the dungeon. Now, with just me and this guy here, I want to go ahead and show you how often this crits. Okay? You'll see, okay, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. So you can see how this staff goes ahead and gives you literally 481 magicka pretty much every 4 seconds, as long as you remember to keep your buffs up. And just to clarify, this is Veteran Banished Cells 2. We have a decent group here. And they're actually already fighting down here. Your oath is to keep me in prison. The first pool is not so bad. It's just a small AoE fight. And then following it is going to be a second smaller AoE fight. And most of the groups in this dungeon that you're going to be going across are going to be just that. Smaller AoE fights. So roll up to here and we should have some guys run in. Nope, I'm wrong. That's Banished Cells 1. Ignore me. I do not have my food up. Now we do. I like to use the Witch Mother's Potent Brew because it goes ahead. It gives you magic recovery, max magicka, and max health. Great combination. Now if you notice kind of in the top area of my screen, right up here, you'll be able to track my healing and my DPS and so on and so forth. And again, this is after the Morrowind patch, so all sustain has been pretty much nerfed. So keep an eye on my magicka bar. So what I want to do here is immediately just go ahead, Warhorn, put up the magicka steel, get everyone buffed up. And then I'm going to throw in my rotation of the Wall of Elements, Blazing Spear, give out a couple heavy attacks, and then rinse and repeat. 1 and then 2, then I'm going to be switching over. I'm going to throw out 2 more regens. Someone died, very unfortunate. Now no, I don't have to stay inside the channel focus to get the buff. I just have to go in and out. Now I'm by no means a master of all of this. I'm just to the point where I feel like I'm competent enough to at least show you and tell you my thoughts going into this. Another big change for the Templar post Morrowind is the Breath of Life. It is now a 180 degree instead of a 360. Now what that means is you're going to have to pay attention to your actual positioning. Because if you are in front of your group and they get low and you want to burst heal them, well, tough titties, said the kiddies. But the milk is still dry. They won't get healed, is what I'm trying to tell you. Alright, moving on up, we are coming to the giant Daedroth boss, one of my favorite. I do not know where our tank is, but do we really need him? Do you really need him? Oh, he just skipped all the trash. Boss tank is boss, huh? Really want to ignore that. I'll let the dots kill it. reapply everything to everyone. Throw out the war horn. I'm trying to watch my buffs and everything else the best that I possibly can. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult. Sometimes not that difficult. Notice my damaging buffs on my left, my actual healing, so on and so forth, my group buffs on the right. Or maybe it's just ground-based buffs, either way. I'm bad with my add-ons, truth be told. But you'll see here, just doing my normal rotation, it's about 10k single target, 9, 10k, somewhere in there. That's with me keeping most of my shit up. So I'm giving them mana, keeping them healed. Uh-oh. As I say that, I about kill someone. So we'll say 9k single target DPS on this. Now I could always switch out my channeled focus here and then put in like, I don't know, reflective light or something like that to get a good, 1 to 3k bonus DPS at least. So it can push you up into the 13 range. DPS, however, is a secondary focus. You gotta push both these buttons. That's going to open up the far gate, which will be another small group pull. Go ahead and give people some buffs here. Rapid regen. I already pushed the button. Come on, sorcerer. A pet sork. Is he really crouching up to these guys? Now here's something annoying. Clearly I can see them, but I can't actually lock on for my attack. Now you notice how these guys became off balance? I have 75 points into Thermitage, which I recommend most DPS do, especially when running with a healer like me. Because once those mobs are off balance, you'll do an additional 10% to them. It increases the DPS quite a lot. Alright, let's throw out a Warhorn. Heals up, Magic of Steel up. There we go. Reapply our wall. I want to get this clan fur down. Alright, mending just went out. Our regeneration. Reput that. You see with my staff, I'm getting, 11k crits. It adds up pretty well. Now, Keeper of Ronanil here is a joke. There's nothing to really be scared or to be afraid of from him. It's just a, tried and true basic bitch fucking tank and spank. Now, there can be chests back here, so I always check the sides. Those urns, you can find some valuable shit in, so I like to loot those. And back we go. We should be taking a left. Oh, there was a chest we missed. I bet someone in the video was like, "There was a chest! You missed it!" This guy does not have Force Lock, and he is not the best at picking. There we go. Let's get some regen back on people. I would say this is probably the hardest group pull. Shit! Person's dying. I'm gonna get to where I can face everybody. There's not too many mobs left. Except for a skeleton. I'll put some mana regen on him. Now you notice when I did spam Wall of Elements, my mana got to about the 50%. So there is still some choices that you gotta make. I used to be able to spam that and never even drop below 95. Alright, regen, magic steel, rune, extended ritual, another wall of element, followed by a spear. Guy dropped low, so I went ahead and bursted him. Let's drop another element. Spear. Clear. And we got a chest. I'll force it open. Alright, now this tends to be an annoying boss for a lot of people. The most annoying thing is basically she stops your DPS from DPSing by jumping into a portal and sending out little pain mobs. They're not very strong, but you see now that we gotta wait. So what I'm gonna do, as soon as she pops, I'm gonna put a Magicka Steel on her. There we go. Throw down my oh shit! Throw down my extended ritual. Rune focus, wall of element, spear, and then 2 full heavy attacks. Let's reapply everything I got here. Wall of element, spear, 2 heavy attacks. Now that might not be the most optimal, but I tell you what, if you don't want to miss shit, it's helpful. I could probably do 3 auto attacks, I suppose. Now, I pretty much in this build only do heavy attacks. Because on the healer, I see no reason to go for light attacks, especially since Morrowind was released. Light attacks, far more DPS oriented. Far, far more. There you go, we got the delay again. I'm going to throw out my usual shit. And these Bankin almost kill me. Gotta love that. Make sure everyone has regen. Magicka Steel out on her. Okay, polish that off nice and quick.
Only one stone remains. This is far more entertaining than I thought.
I got a buddy. Alright, run in, put down the ritual, magic steel, focus, regens, element, spear, and then heavy attack. Now you notice my heavy attacks from my lightning staff also give off another AoE effect, just compounding everything. And if they're off balance when my end of my heavy attack hits, they will be knocked to the ground, effectively stunning them. That's very beneficial to the group. Alright, throw out my regen, some magic steel, and he's just pushing it right to the boss for some reason. I would say after Morrowind, don't pull so aggressively unless you're with a team that you know what the fuck you're doing. Are we just going to burn through or are we going to switch? Decide, people, decide. Now the trick about the sisters, for anyone who does not know, when they get to a certain point of life, I don't know the increments, but they will go ahead and get a damage shield that fades over time. So what you do is you beat the fuck out of them, they put up the damage shield, and then you switch. You simply switch targets until the other one runs out of the damage shield. See, and then there's the point where you switch. put up regen for people. Warhorn, Element, Spear. Now I'm doing my best to animation cancel and bar swap, you know, when needed. And it's paying off because since I started doing that, I'm now about 1k or so higher DPS. Buff everybody. See, that boss just got unbalanced, so for 4 seconds, anyone who has 75 in the Thermitage will be doing 10% more damage to it. So, in essence, it's almost like having an aggressive Warhorn compound upon your attacks. Which is very nice. Now, there's also urns to each side that I recommend picking up. If you can. Because again, some very expensive things can drop out of those. And we're coming up to the last boss. Anyone who has done dungeons in this probably knows that fuck. Probably knows the fuck. Probably knows of this boss. But there's a thing to the boss that maybe not everybody knows, especially when you're doing hard mode. Is that you need the 3, I believe it is 3 Daedroths alive. Forgive the loud typing, I have a mechanical keyboard. It's loud as fuck.
You've made it through.
Come on. Where's my... There we go. Now, big mechanics of him, he will teleport, he will drop fire upon the floor, he will spawn Daedroths, and he will spawn things called feasts, that when they get to him, they will go ahead and heal him substantially. Given the fact he has so much HP, it's annoying as hell. So Feast is the first priority, generally followed by Daedroth and then the boss. Unless you have good DPS, then I recommend going straight for the boss and ignoring the Daedroth. Whoa, that was a good hit. See, he teleports. Ah, yes, this mechanic I forgot as well. So he'll throw you up in the air and you'll either be red or you'll be blue. Which all it means you have to run to the corresponding pad on the ground. Not that big of a deal. Now notice, since the patch change, I needed to burst someone, and I had to go ahead and turn so I faced the entire group. And that's very important that I face the entire group. Are the Daedroth? Okay, that's a glitch. Holy shit, do you guys see that? The Daedroth and the Feast are both staying in the back. Interesting. Throw out our second Warhorn. That makes this fight ridiculously easy. That's not how this is properly supposed to go. I don't believe that's working as intended. He's trying to hit me with these fires repeatedly. Save that person's life. Did they just change the way this guy works a little bit? I don't remember popping you back. Post Morrowind, you so silly. Yeah, that definitely didn't used to be a thing. everyone has regen. Magic of Steel is not on the boss for some reason. He only has about 1,000,000 health left. I'm gonna opt to not cleanse myself. I'm trying to face the entire group. Mana went down to about 70%. And that is the Banished Cells 2. Veteran hard mode while being glitched, apparently. Okay. Well, that is that. Thank you for watching. Bless your face and have a good day. See you guys.